All right, guys, back again for episode 16. This episode's brought to you by our friends at Fantasy Stand. Go follow them on Instagram, and the link to sign up is on their bio on Instagram. So feel free to join and getting updates on new fantasy sports games and all from our friends at Fantasy Stand. So episode 16, we got a very special guest, Steve the Legend, assistant coach at Holy Family, and also a YouTuber too. Steve, thank you so much for joining.
No problem. Thank you guys for having me on.
Thank you, Steve.
So my first question, if you could let everybody know, so where are you from?
I grew up in Kensington, and then moved up to the Northeast, and then 3 years ago moved up to Huntington Valley.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
Okay. And then what sports did you play growing up?
I played every sport, but ice hockey and tackle football.
Oh, wow. All right. And then how did you get into coaching soccer?
Well, when I was playing, I always wanted, like when I was hurt, I always helped out my team, my coaches, even though I was hurt. And then 2012 came around, and that's when I got the assistant. That's when I became assistant at Holy Family.
Awesome. Okay. And then so this is now, has it been 9 years, or is this going to be your ninth season?
This is coming up. This season will be my ninth.
Your ninth season.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Wow, that is awesome.
That is
so
incredible.
I'm sure that you remember like it's your first time. But how many total recruits have you gotten for Holy Family for soccer?
I think 7, and I think 6 out of 7 are from Archbishop Ryan.
Oh, wow.
We are AR, baby.
Yeah, Nick is a Ryan guy too.
Mhm.
Okay, and then if you could make some of the viewers jealous, because like I always see your pictures and stuff that you post, whether it's present or throwbacks. How many athletes have you met?
I'll probably say about 30 or 40, maybe.
Wow.
Give or take.
Okay. Who were some of the athletes like that are probably like well known that people would know?
Carly Lloyd,
Mm-hmm.
Joey DeBacco,
Uh-huh.
John Runyon,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
nice.
He's also a
Janine
senator now.
Mayberry, and Andrew Knapp.
Andrew Knapp. Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome.
There we go. The
have
best
I-
secondary catcher in the MLB.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
Have you ever met Eddie Alvarez?
I grew up in the same neighborhood, but I don't.
Oh, wow.
Never, like,
Oh, I should have let you know. Well, this was like literally, I think it was like literally the Sunday before the pandemic hit, but he was doing like a meet and greet at some gym like across the street from Oxford Valley Mall, and I should have let you know that he was like doing a meet and greet at this gym that opened up. Yeah, he was like taking pictures and signing stuff for people.
yeah, I know his sister and I know his brother.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, hopefully you're able to meet him one day. I know he's fighting soon in April. He's heading to China. I know that fight's going to be on TNT, but it's probably going to be on like early in the morning though.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll tag him in this too. Hopefully he gets to see it.
Yes. Uh-huh. So what was your favorite number that you wore on your jerseys, and how many teams did you play for growing up?
I played for probably 4 different teams: soccer, basketball, like 4 different teams. My favorite number was always 17 for Pat Morris.
I knew it.
Pat Morris, the Kicks
Mhm.
legend.
Philadelphia Kicks.
Yeah.
North Catholic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Steve actually got to coach Pat Morris's niece too, if I'm not
Oh,
wrong,
wow.
Steve.
Yeah, for 3 years.
Nice.
Mhm.
Oh,
She's
wow.
a
Okay.
very, very, very talented soccer player. She is.
Yes, she was.
I'm your best friend.
All right, and then what are some of your goals for being a coach and also a YouTuber?
For a coach, winning a championship and maybe stepping up to be a head coach someday.
Yep.
For YouTube, just get many subscribers as I can and try to interview Zach and Julia.
Yes. Have you ever gotten to meet Zach or Julie? Because I saw you were on like a Zoom call with them, which was probably really cool.
No, I never got to meet them. No, not yet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
One thing I hope
also,
I seen something they're trying to trade Zach Ertz now, so I hope that doesn't happen.
I don't want it to happen. But...
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, also not to make you jealous too. So I think it was like back in 2015, there was like a meet and greet. So they had Julie, Zach, and awful linebacker at the time, Kiko Alonso. Yeah. So they did a meet and greet at the King of Prussia Mall. So that was really cool to meet Zach and Julie. It was funny because like Julie thought that she was going to be doing the meet and greet at the same time as
Mhm.
Zach, but she was first with Eric Rowe. And so they actually had to pull her from a store inside the mall to say, no, like we need you here now because Zach and Kiko are signing at a certain time. It's funny. Yeah, but they're both really, really nice. But yeah, it would be sad to see Zach leave and all.
hmm
So one of my big questions I wanted to ask you too is what made you want to become a YouTuber, to be like a sportscaster / interview person? Like, was this something you started before the pandemic, or was it while the pandemic was happening?
It was before, like 3 years ago. I just started. Like, well, I loved recording video like at Holy Family games, and then I just started doing it after that.
You had a microphone since you were a
Yeah,
baby.
I just got
Oh,
it
nice.
Nice.
for my birthday. So yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I would say probably for me and Nick. So like of course I started doing my Instagram lives, which is what you
Mhm.
always viewed. So yeah, I started it during the pandemic because I needed something to, cope with not watching sports every day while everything was shut down. And then Nick messaged me, I think it was like August or
Yeah.
maybe in the fall, and he wanted to do like a collab because he enjoys cage fighting and I like boxing, so like there's not really like a podcast or sports talk out there that's talking about both, so
Mhm.
that's why we thought it was a good idea to collab. Yeah. Okay. um Let me see what else I got. Okay, so my last question before I pass it on to Nick is, do you watch boxing or UFC at all?
Yeah, sometimes
Oh, okay.
when I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I hear
'Cause-
you on that.
Because Dana White's out there getting the streamers, Steve. But I have a website for you. I'll send it to you. He won't
Oh,
he won't
boy.
catch you on that website. Yeah,
Well,
it's like $70 per pay-per-view now. It's
Oh
it's
my God.
unbelievable.
yeah, it's crazy.
You know?
Yeah. Well, Steve, if you're interested in watching, I think everything's free on ESPN this weekend. We have a couple guys
hmm
from South Philly and even from Northeast Philly. So the Northeast Philly guy's a cage fighter. He's a heavyweight. He's actually from the Tacony area. Chris Dawkins. He's fighting against a top 10 heavyweight in the world. He's also a North Catholic guy too. And it was funny when we were interviewing him, he actually didn't
I
wrestle.
saw that interview.
Oh, did
Mhm.
you?
Mhm.
Yeah, he was actually a lacrosse player, he told us. So that was funny how he got into cage fighting after playing lacrosse in high school. But yeah, if he beats this guy, he's probably going to be a top 10 heavyweight
Top 10 in the world.
in cage fighting. Yeah.
Yep.
And then also, we've had this guy on a couple times. Sonny DeBronco Contos fighting on ESPN as well. He's the heavyweight from South Philly. I've been really hoping that him and Joey fight, but they're really good friends. So I don't think we're ever going to see
No.
him and Joey fight. But maybe that would be like the dream fight for Philly versus Philly. Yeah. All right, Nick, you could take it away with questions.
All right, Steve. So you put out a video on your retirement from sports. What went into what went into officially retiring?
Oh, I dislocated both my kneecaps.
Mm.
So basically, I have bad knees and kept on messing up my ankles. Basically, injuries.
Yeah, I suffered a very bad injury when I was going into my senior year in high school, and that affected a lot. That affected a lot of what I was able to do in the long run. So I'm actually getting ready to play soccer tonight for the first time in 2 years. So we'll see how that goes.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, not really. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not really looking forward to it.
Are you actually going to be goalie again, or are you
Nah, no
going to
more
be a
goalie.
defender? Oh, wow.
I have to run. I have to get a little bit better in shape. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
So we'll see. So there was a video that you put out, Steve, of your birthday. It was the past couple of days, by the way. Happy belated birthday.
Thank
And
you.
I guess it was Coach Jill who smacked you in the face with pie or cake.
Yeah, it's whipped cream.
What was it you said?
Whipped cream.
Whipped cream. How was that?
It's fun. I wanted it to happen.
He loves it.
You gonna get her back?
Mm-mm.
Nah. I feel like there'll be a good opportunity to practice coming up. So I also tuned into one of your interviews with head coach of the Philadelphia Union, Jim Curtin. That must have been awesome. How was that?
It was great.
Yeah. So how long have you been a fan of the Union for?
What?
How long have you been a fan of the Union for?
Since day one. I went to the
Nice.
very first game. Down at the link.
Very nice.
Wow.
I used to go to the Kicks games all the time when I was real young. You probably know my stepdad, actually, Hector the Ejector. The
Oh my
bald
God!
referee.
Yes, that's my boy.
That is my stepdad. He's been my stepdad for probably over 15 years now.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so he refereed me all through grade school, high school, and people would say in the stands, "Why are you refereeing this game? Your son's playing." I'm like, "No, I'm the stepson." But
He
Hector
also used to coach us in baseball too at Somerton.
Steven picks on him all the time.
Does it good. You gotta let him have it. Hector, he's a great person, but you gotta let him have it because he thinks he's like the boss of everybody. Doesn't he?
Yes.
I always tell him, I'm like, heck, this isn't the soccer field. You got to relax a little bit, all right? So that gets into my next question. I remember it was a few years ago when I believe it was actually Mary Kate Morris who surprised you with the meet and greet with Carly Lloyd.
Mm-hmm.
So explain to me that night or that day, whatever it was, and what were your thoughts about that?
I was told I was going to recruit somebody by the name of Harley Lloyd. She was going to sign a letter of content to play for Holy Family. And then it was in Jersey, so I was reading a book at the time, and I started seeing the road name and recognizing some of the roads. I'm like, she has to be here. She's like, no, she's not. And like 5 minutes later, she walks in.
Wow.
Oh, so you were all into it a little bit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, nice. Yeah, that had to be like an unbelievable feeling because she's probably one of the best, if not the best, women's national team player of all time in United States women's national team history.
Of course she
Yes, she is.
It's like her and Mia Hamm are at the very top right there.
Yeah.
How's your friendship still to this day?
Great. We talk a lot on Instagram and Twitter.
Mm-hmm. I see her comment every once in a while on your Instagram post. That's pretty cool. The only popular person I get to comment on my stuff is Joe Herron. Meanwhile, Steve gets Carly Lloyd. I'll get somebody to comment cool one of these days. So Steve, you've been a coach for 9 years. What is in your opinion, what is your best accomplishment as a coach to date?
Getting Coach of the Year in 2013.
Very nice. How did you feel when that got announced?
I was just so I didn't even know it, and then one of my buddies texted me, and because they were up in Connecticut, I think, for the state for the conference semifinals,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, what? And I went on the Facebook, and I think I saw it, and I'm like, wow.
That is awesome. Congratulations for that. Now, being in the CACC with Holy Family, do you have a favorite team to play against?
It has to be Jefferson or Chestnut Hill. They're both from Philly.
Okay.
Probably more now Jefferson. No, now more Chestnut Hill because one of my friends just got the head coaching job, and I know
is it?
some of the players on both teams.
Okay, nice. Now, who got the head coaching job over there?
Jonathan Geist. He was the head coach for
Ryan
Girls. Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you know who's taking over the Ryan Girls job or no?
He said as of Saturday. That's when he was talking to me. He said he didn't know who was going to take over.
Yeah, who knows? I didn't hear anything either. I'm usually up to date on that, but who knows? I know another player went to Chestnut Hill that you probably know, Mary Kate O'Toole.
Yeah. She was a very good friend of mine.
Yeah, very good player. I think she's playing tonight for my team.
She played for Chestnut Hill, yeah.
Yeah, very good soccer player. Steve, have you ever been ejected from a game? Probably Hector, right?
No, never.
Never?
Well, I haven't, but my name has. One of
Okay.
one of the coaches, assistant coaches at Holy Family, got kicked out of a game. I said, "What's your name?" He said, "Steve McGarry."
Oh,
That's
man.
funny. Oh my
Is that
God.
Story.
now, Steve? Is that like a goal for you, maybe, to be like, all right, yeah, I got kicked out of a game, or no?
I
No
know
shot.
if I did, my dad would probably kill me.
Now, when you were playing, did you ever get like a red card or anything?
I think I might have gotten the yellow once.
Nice. I have one career red card, and it was for me breaking up a fight on the field. They thought I was in the middle of the fight. I was like,
Wow.
all right. I was over it. I was like, I'm out of here.
That's crazy.
All right, Steve. This is the most important question of the night for you. Where is your favorite cheesesteak spot?
Cafe Carmelo's.
Oh man,
Oh,
that's the
wow.
second one. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. We ask all the fighters who we have on where their favorite cheesesteak spot. We get a mixture of like places down in South Philly, up here in the Northeast, things like that. Steve's, Phil's,
Mm-hmm.
Cafe Carmela, things like that. So that's very interesting to hear. So, Steve, you have any goals for 2021? What you want to accomplish, either as a YouTuber, a coach, anything?
Lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Get as many subscribers as I can.
Yep.
And hopefully win 100 games as a coach.
Very nice. How many are you at right now?
87.
Oh, you're
Oh,
there.
wow, okay.
You're there all
Almost.
day. You might hit it this year.
Nah, because we're only having 8 games.
You can't. It's physically impossible.
And we usually play 12, so.
Oh man. All right. So 8-game regular season, right?
Yeah.
And then playoffs are usually quarterfinals,
Semis.
semifinals, finals. So that's only 3 more. So
Mhm.
yeah, you'll have to wait till 2022 to accomplish that.
Yeah.
Not the fall. I think we're going to be. Then it'll be in the fall.
Oh, so you're starting a spring season this
Mm-hmm.
coming
So
up soon. That's
spring
right.
and then fall. Okay,
Right.
gotcha. Yeah,
All right.
because I know like Temple's. I think all the D1 schools are they already started like around Super Bowl weekend, and then I think their schedule's going through April, and then I think they're gonna have a fall season too, so they're gonna play twice in 2021.
And
then,
now,
yeah.
one of my buddies plays for the University of Indiana. He has his first game's Friday.
Oh, Friday. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, is that he used to play for Pitt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking. I
That's
forget his name,
Pitt.
but I remember who you're talking about.
Mhm.
Tell him his name, Steve. Tell him his name.
Nick Sestak.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice. He's a very good player.
Oh, Steve, I also have another question for you. So, like, out of your interviews so far in 2021, who
Mhm.
has been your favorite interview so far?
Besides us.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
Jim Curtin.
Jim
Yes.
Curtin. Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
Have you gotten a chance to see the Supporter Shield yet in person?
No.
No.
Oh, here we go. Joey's gonna rub in another thing, Steve.
Nah,
Here we
I'm
go.
not gonna rub it. So my friend, I have no idea how, but he's like a Sons of Ben member. So for his birthday, the president of the Sons of Ben allowed him to have it for one night. So he took a picture and sent it to me, and I was like, "Listen, you can't leave Northeast Philly with this trophy without coming to my house." So so he wound up bringing it over, and it is heavy. Like I had to hold it with two hands, so it was like really cool to hold a piece of history. And who knows if we ever are going to win another one. I mean, like, it's very tough to try to repeat a Shield, but yeah, it was
Mm.
super cool to hold it, and hopefully you'll be able to get to hold it soon, or take a picture with it at a game this season.
And now Jim Curtin said he's gonna send me some gear.
Oh, is he
that's what I
really?
said.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wait. Ask for an extra large shirt. I'm in. I'm more than in for that. And I'll tell Hector to lay off you a little bit next time I talk to him. Isn't he a pain?
No.
Come on, Steve.
I think I'm a pain for him.
let's put him on the grill right now and roast him. Let's roast Hector for 30 seconds. He'll tune into this one. I'll start. If he's mean to Steve or mean to my mom, he's not getting dinner for a week.
Oh, hold him to that, Steve.
Yep. You have to. He knows better. Actually, funny story, Steve. So my brother Tommy played, actually, fun fact, the last time Ryan has won a championship, Catholic League championship, was back in 2003. So 18 years ago.
Wow.
You know, that's unbelievable to even say out loud. And my brother was a center midfielder for Ryan for that team. And in the quarterfinals, I believe it was, and they played Roman. And Hector was the middle official. It wasn't PIAA at that time, so they had a middle and two sideline officials. And Hector was in the middle. And my brother and another player on Roman got into like a little tussle. They tackled each other to the ground. And my brother looked at him and said, "If you give me a card, you're not getting dinner tonight." That's when he started first dating my mom.
That's so funny.
I give that man all the credit in the world, though. He came into a family with three teenagers, three teenage boys, and he stuck with us, man. He stuck with my mom, and I have no idea why or how, but he did, man. I guess he kind of realized we were on our way out a little bit, you know. At least the two older ones were, though. It's so funny. Steve, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me on.
We will continue to keep track on each other's success in the podcast and videos and things like that. And we'll have you on again soon. And we would love to come on yours too. So
All right.
if you ever want that, we're more than happy to accommodate.
Thank you guys.
All right, Steve. Thank you. We'll see you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Steve.
you.
See you guys.
Bye.
See
Bye.
you. Bye.
That was awesome.